Hello everyone, my name is Ark and welcome back to another SH Figuarts review. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the last piece of the puzzle that I need for my Dragon Ball Super BROLY collection, and that is the base BROLY or Wrath BROLY into Super Saiyan BROLY, which he is right here. Now this guy is quite hard to come by at this point if you're not willing to pay like $150. I got this guy for $95, so it was definitely a steal in my end. But I'm very excited because, again, this is the one Broly that I was missing, and he is the base Broly. I was not going to get the superhero Broly because I do not like how he looks like there. Especially because they're using the exact same body as this guy. So without further ado, let's take it out and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have Super Broly, brand spanking new, fresh out of the box, and he is looking magnificent, to say the least. My god, am I excited to actually have this figure in my collection at this point. So, before we get into the nitty-gritty details of this guy, here is how he compares with the full power Super Saiyan Broly, and of course, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. From the looks of it, these guys are the exactly the same, exact same molds and everything, especially with the Super Saiyan hair, or the Super Saiyan head. It's just a different coloration. So, if you have this guy, you probably don't need him, but this guy is like a certain part of the movie when he is in and being engulfed and right out of the Super Saiyan transformation. So, just taking a closer look at this guy, I really like how vibrant his colors are. Hopefully it translates well into camera. Actually, give me 1 second. There we go, that looks a lot better. He is looking really, really nice. So, one thing I did notice is that his eyes are a little bit off-centered. And I have no issue with that. It's pretty okay with me. I'm okay with that, really. So, yeah. He looks absolutely beautiful, amazing. But yeah, like a really nice matte finish on both the armor and the pants as well. Very similar to the full power Super Saiyan Broly in terms of the pants. Again, the boots as well. Very nice matte finish. The coloration of this guy, he is so vibrant and I love it. I don't know what it is. And of course, we do have the shoulder pads like this, so already good enough. Like, I love him. Again, if you watched my San Diego Comic-Con Broly exclusive video, this guy is very similar, if not exactly the same. So you can go look at that if you want to skip this one for sure. But just to get into the articulation, he can look down about that far with his Ikari head and look forward about that far. Not too much, but it kind of works. So again, down that far, forward that far, or up that far. He can look side to side, of course, and swivel his head. I am pretty sure, let me check, I think he is he? He is a double ball peg figure, which is perfect. So that's not going to cause too many issues. Now, for the shoulder pads, they are on probably the best way that they could do them. Although they have changed them a little bit so far. I think the turtless shoulder pads are definitely the best way to do it. But these are hinges on the back, and also you can rotate them however you want. So do be careful with that hinge while moving them. Don't stress them too much because you could definitely break the peg. But with the shoulder pads on him, you can get his arms. Whoa, did not mean to dislocate your arm like that, Broly. My arms are a little bit stuck. He is still brand new. Okay, so you can definitely do the T-pose, which is awesome. His shoulder pads do move a little bit, but by moving away the shoulder pads, you can rotate his arms 360 degrees, which is awesome. And he can definitely get a little bit of better range with his arms without the shoulder pads. So there is that. Now, this is a great look. If he had no shoulder pads, I think he would still look great. For the bicep swivel, again, since this is quite an older figure, he might not be like perfect. So his bicep still the same as the full power Broly in the San Diego Comic-Con Broly, where he doesn't do the full 360 degrees, but because he has a weird cut that prevents you from doing that. So that's fine. I will not be like moving his biceps too much because I've already had issues with my full power Super Saiyan Broly breaking in the peg itself. But besides that, for the ab crunch, we do have sort of like the full power Frieza form. He doesn't do the greatest ab crunch because his Saiyan armor thing is not made into a flap. It is completely there, so he can't really move forward that far. Backwards, neither as well because of the design of the armor. But he can swivel side to side and pivot. Alright, he's alright in terms of the torso department, which kind of sucks, but it's alright. Boss ear, of course, is on a hinge. We have the trademark here. Here's how you know he's original, because he still has the 4 little dots on the side, and of course from China and the trademark and everything like that. For the legs, you can give him the pretty good splits in my opinion, and of course he can kick forward about that much and backwards about this much. Now these are drop down hips from what I just noticed. Holy hell, those drop down a lot, so you can definitely see that. I thought I broke them, so you can drop them down if you wanted to get more mobility. I don't remember, did the full power have that? Wait, did this guy have it? Oh my god, I've had his legs drop down the entire time and he's been taller. No wonder why. I was wondering why this guy was so tall. His legs have been dropped down the entire time. Interesting. So again, without the drop down, you can get about that much range, but with the drop down, you can definitely get a lot more for sure. Going backwards, you'll have to move the bot ear to move it, and of course they're gonna drop down no matter what, so that's fine as well. He does have a thigh swivel, a little bit of a scuff mark here from the plastic, which is fine, and of course another thigh swivel over here, limited as well with the range of motion, which is fine, and a double jointed knee, a foot pivot or foot hinge. It's a little bit tight, so that's for sure a thing, really. And his calf can go even further for some reason. Don't know why, but it does. But yeah, and of course the toe hinge, which is actually a pretty nice toe hinge. It's decently flush, which I like, so no issue there whatsoever. Now, for this guy, he does come with quite a bit amount of accessories, so let's take a look at those real quick. Alright, so in terms of accessories, I actually kind of lied. He doesn't come with many. He does come with 2 different head sculpts, which is really nice. He comes with his base Broly head sculpt, which is his hair drooped down a little bit, and I like that. There's a lot of different marks on this face sculpt. So again, this guy was brand spanking new, so this is just factory made. I don't mind that either. It's fine. But again, there's always going to be imperfections depending on each copy, so I figured that was going to happen. So he looks nice. I like the face sculpt. Really well done. Very nicely sculpted. And then of course we have the one and only, the Super Saiyan face sculpt, which is really, really good looking. I love the yellow and the gradients they have going on for the hair itself. Absolutely magnificent, and I love it. This is probably one of the best Super Saiyan hair sculpts they have out there in terms of color and the mold as well. Very spiky, very amazing. Now I will say, is it the same hair sculpt? Yes, it is. So it is pretty much just a repainted Ikari hair sculpt. I have no issue with that, actually. There are a couple of differences, but it's pretty much the same hair sculpt. So do what you will with that information. But yeah, amazing looking. No issues from this one, it seems. Only one faceplate for each face, so kind of sucks. I think the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive did have a couple more faceplates, but yeah. In terms of hands, he does have two sort of grasping hands as well, where you can use to put God Goku in the ice, and of course two Ki Blast shooting hands. Now this guy is quite amazing in my opinion, which sort of leads me to my final thoughts. I like this guy. I love BROLY. I've loved every single version of BROLY that I have in my collection, which is only the two from the ones from Super, and they've both been great. So I already knew what I was getting with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for this BROLY. So I like the colors on this BROLY a lot more for sure. Would I say that it's a worth figure to get right now? Yeah, of course, because he actually is probably the more affordable one compared to every other version. So the full power one, that's a whole different one, whole different scenario. But if you were to get this one or the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, this guy right here will be the more affordable one out of the two. In terms of a rating, I'm gonna give this guy an 8 out of 10. The only reason is, while yes, he is a really good figure and does have a lot of good things going for it, there's a couple of limitations. For example, the torso, the abdomen area, not really moving that much. That kind of sucks. And also the lack of faceplates. I think an extra faceplate for each face would have been great. So maybe in the future, if they ever do another BROLY, which will most likely just be a re-release of this guy, and I highly doubt they will add more faceplates for that re-release, then I don't see a point in not getting this guy, in my opinion. It is a bummer that he doesn't have any more faceplates. So I would say get him if you find a good deal for him. If you find them under 100, absolutely get him. If you find them for around 110, it's debatable. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. He did come out a long time ago, so let me know what you guys think about him. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you still have him? Are you wanting to get him? Are you on the lookout for him? So yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.